No, I'm not restarting the whole thing. That's what happens when you leave a monkey and a football in the same room. All right, so now let me see where I'm at with stuff here. Bump, 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 turning things down. Can you hear me now? Are we loud and clear on Veterans Day? Okay, so I want to start by drinking, but this came in the mail. It's always good when you get alcohol in the mail. That's what my mama told me when I was 3. And this one is Garrison Brothers. I think we've had this before in the program. Sweetheart, can you please remind me who sent this?
Jason Simmons, I believe he is over on Facebook. I haven't seen him on YouTube, but he sent that to you, yes.
So here comes Facebook taking care of me.
I know.
Facebook today, because we're simulcasting YouTube,
know. Hi, everyone.
Facebook Blue, Facebook
Welcome to Saturday night.
Personal page, and also, does Josh Maddox have Rumble lockdown?
He does. He is in charge of Rumble.
Can I just drink this right out of here? Is that acceptable, or do I have to I got to pour it, don't I? I can't just.
He specified that's a boot bottle. Look on the front. It says like a boot.
Hold on, I haven't drank yet. We're delaying the drinking feature here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
On there. Oh, you know what? This pours a little thicker.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means.
But it's going to thicken up your arteries.
My accent. Thicken up my accent. Thank you very much for joining. That's the Bottom of the Glass Nation. We are a Legion of X. We are a bunch of extras and misfits and jabronis. And if you raise a glass with me, whether you're on Rumble or Facebook or YouTube, I appreciate that. That means I'm not drinking alone. I've drank alone before. I'll do it again. I just prefer not to. All right, here we go.
All right. Cheers, everyone, to Saturday night. Right?
Saturday night.
Makes it all right.
You know who else is here?
Who else is here?
The kid.
Hey, kid.
The kid is here. That's right. We have a special guest.
Oh, you put me on full screen? Why?
Wow. You don't
have to be on full screen.
You don't have to be on screen at all. There. How's that? All right. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm getting at here, trying to convince you. So just so you know, yeah, we are in the KGXT studios. That's mostly all of us. That's some of us. And there's the kid at his end. Now you can see it. Everybody waving there. And there's my hand. Hey, how are you? It gives you an idea of what we're talking about. Thank you for joining us on Veterans Day. Thank you for wasting an hour or more of your evening. If you're going to waste some time, what better place to waste it than here with us? All right. So who did you say gave me this?
Jason Simmons.
Jason Simmons, thank you very much. We'll get to some other stuff that wandered in through the mailbox as the evening begins to go down that long, winding yellow brick road. And if you don't know what the yellow brick road is, please leave the live stream right now. You're too young to be here, quite apparently. All right, so I didn't catch the names in here. Now, I'm only reading out of YouTube. I can only have one up on my screen. Scott Royson's in here. Jennifer Whitehead, Dragon Slayer Jade Noel, Bianza or Beanza. How do you say that? Beanza? Bianza, Jane Motz, Shannon Brigode, Chris Stockholm, Loud One.
He's in your space.
What are you doing, man?
You had it on top chat. That means you're not seeing everybody.
Yeah.
So how do I know? Wait. Okay, so now how do I know? Wait, I'm not seeing everybody, but it's still just on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yes. See where it says live chat?
Okay, you know what?
You got to change that, man. Come on, get with the times. I thought you were a trained broadcast professional.
I am a trained broadcast.
Obviously.
Why am I on screen? Why? You're not talking to me. You are not talking to me.
You asked for it.
I'm sitting here. You know, I'm already saving the stream by setting the whole thing up. And, I sat down and he asked me, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, well, I'm not really doing anything.
You're not moderating.
Yeah, I'm not moderating.
You're not doing the sheets. No.
I'm just here.
Okay, well, guess what? Then when the camera turns on you, you're doing your job because you're here. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's the height of what the hell, man. That's your kid. That's from your side of the family.
No, that's your kid.
No.
It's totally your kid.
When you look at him, you got to, all I see is your side of the family when he's this idiot.
No.
This is clearly from you guys. All right. So, it's, I got a question.
For who?
Well, I was in the middle of saying hello to everybody, and then you guys flipped the script on me, so I felt like I got cheated. Doug Dillner, Jash.
Well, I got stuff in the sheets if you want to.
I said Beans. Is it Bianza or Bonanza?
I don't
Looks like
know.
it says Bonanza from here, but it's pretty far away. What do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic. So Bonanza's here. Chush is in there too. Chush and Scott Royston, I said that, Disney kid. John Morgan, now we got that figured out. Morgan Ahuni, it's really just John Morgan. Jason Milner, Rowdy Bobby 18, Tim Mitchell, John Jensen, Mr. Fatty, the lovely, the classy, the ever-present Mrs. Fort Watton is swinging the blue wrench.
Would you please inform some people that Discord is closed? They said they can't type in there.
Can't type in Discord? Why are you in Discord during the show? That's the question. Why are you in Discord during the show? You shouldn't be. You should be right here. So if you came here and you're like, I can't type in Discord. Yeah, because we closed it. We shut it down. You're not allowed to type. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be right here. So sit your butt down. If you don't like participating, go to the back and just sit there, smoke a J, pull that little wine bottle out, your bag, a sack of wine you got at Albertsons because you drink wine out of a bag, you girl, and just relax. When the show's over, it'll go back on.
Did you say hello to all the Facebook people in Rumble? Or did I miss that?
Well,
he said he only.
I said I can only see. I can't see the Facebook names. I say thank you very much for joining us, Facebook Legionnaires. Everybody's on Facebook.
You should say hello.
Hello, Facebook. Who's guarding Facebook tonight?
We have Lion and...
Is Trippy Dippy Pineapple in there?
No, Trippy Dippy is doing YouTube. Man, now you got me wondering.
You have a schedule. This is your job.
I know, and now I don't know who is it over there. Sammy's
can you
out.
Read the schedule? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I can pull up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's let the kid bail you out. Go ahead.
Okay, schedule tonight. We have Trippy on YouTube.
Yeah.
Lion on Facebook. And then Josh on Facebook as well. Josh is doing
Josh is working Rumble and Facebook.
Okay, so
he's double duty.
The names they need to look for on Facebook, if you see a moderator go by, because sometimes the moderators aren't listed as moderators. We're still working that out with Facebook.
Yeah.
So you're looking for names like
Josh Maddox.
There we go.
Lionheart OG.
There we go. No Sammy?
No, that's it. Sammy's unavailable.
Sammy is not available tonight. She is off tonight.
All right, so I got a question for you. Kind of ran into this, and I'm not bringing the authority, and I'm gonna leave the kid over there sitting. But what do you know how to spell veterans?
Yes.
So spell Veterans Day.
VETERAN''S.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Is it not apostrophe S?
Nope.
Well, it's then.
Day.
Then there was one. There's like a Hallmark card that had the apostrophe after the S. Veterans Day.
Oh,
Which
well.
would make sense if the apostrophe was supposed to be in the name.
Why would that make a difference? It's
either possessive. I get where you're going with this.
So,
Well, I didn't know.
if there was supposed to be an apostrophe in Veterans Day, it would be after the S because it's all veterans. And when there's multiple people claiming one thing on a possessive word with the apostrophe, you put the
Okay, so
Okay, grammar Nazi.
okay, so let me ask a question then. So if the apostrophe is between the N and the S, it's called an apostrophe, right? Mm-hmm. What's it called when it's outside the S?
still an apostrophe.
It's about possession.
If I put,
it's about possession.
If I put the letter K in one word over here and then put the letter K in another word over there, it's still called the letter K. If I use a quotation mark in multiple different spots, it's still a quotation.
But if you turn a quotation mark sideways, it's an equal sign.
Exactly, it's not a quotation.
And a K in the word KNOT is silent. It's not even a K anymore. It's nothing.
Did you say the apostrophe?
Well, no.
Exactly.
So
But the apostrophe.
I think it's on the out. Now that we're talking about it, I think it's probably on the outside because
Doesn't go on the word.
veteran apostrophe S means they're possessing whatever's after it.
well, here's what I found out. Thank God I was here to solve this riddle. Don't.
Oh, you're going to give us
I
a
did.
grammar lesson.
Well, I went and looked it up. I wasn't just going to talk about it and guess and fumble around here. One of us has to look like we know what we're doing in this world, and I guess it's going to have to be me today.
Why, you like playing like a monkey with a football?
Hold
I cleaned
on,
it up.
Just don't.
But like I was saying, no. So if you put the apostrophe between N and S, that means it's one singular veteran's day. You know, it's one person's day. Like one person is claiming that. But when multiple people are claiming one thing, because like maybe the word already ends in an S, because all veterans, and
All
when
right.
you're claiming it, the apostrophe goes after the S.
While you're
Okay.
talking, I got to go find it.
I thought you were ready.
I was trying to, but I switched screens. It was supposed to be all over again. So hold on.
I can see it's not switching, bro.
Well, shoot. While he's doing that,
I tried to fill the void with what I was
So
saying.
there's a birthday tomorrow. Keith Lanarelli is having a birthday tomorrow. Keith Lanarelli. I haven't seen him in a while.
No, that's not the right one.
Jennifer Whitehead. Evening, handsome general and fabulous bottom of the glass nation.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful Gen X mom. Glad you are here. Thank you so much. Russell Covey sent 100 stars on Facebook. Are you a vet, Mr. Gen X?
I am not. I have never had the pleasure of serving. I do apologize for that. I feel like I would have been a better person had I served, but I have not. I can't find it. It's gone.
All right. Corey Paulin, when will we be releasing Gen X lagers or Gen X whiskey? That has been a discussion.
I know. You've brought that up before. You have about having a whiskey made that we like and then having someone, Okay, so here it is right here. This is the official answer. Now, I expanded it to the part that's important. Veterans, middle section, middle line. Veterans Affairs website states that the attributive, no apostrophe, rather than the possessive. So, no apostrophe. You can see up on top, it has Veterans Day with the apostrophe before the S, Veterans Day with the apostrophe after the S, and Veterans Day just says, hey, man, no apostrophe.
Okay.
Thank God.
Thank God we got through that.
Because
Whew.
you're not supposed to have an apostrophe, because if you're saying Veterans Day,
I swear to God, if you tell us this for a third time,
I will.
I'm going to come
if you're
down
saying
there
it's Veterans
and kick
Day,
the shit out
that
of you.
means
Is what's going to
it's
happen?
the Veterans Day. Like if you put the apostrophe, that means it's their day. It's not their day. We're celebrating.
Do you
Got
have something between the sheets you'd like to read?
Yes, Brad Baker gave $10. General, can we drink? Can we get a drink for our veterans?
We
Ex-Coast Guard guy here. Bottoms up, sir. Brad Baker.
Oh, look at this. With this one, listen, ready? Oh.
It didn't.
Kind of did, right?
Yeah, okay, good.
Try again.
No.
Because your whiskey's so much better.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Little Molten Golden here, made by Garrison Brothers. This one is to all the veterans. This one's to every one of you out there. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you for what you've done.
Absolutely.
And we'll have a little history lesson on this in a minute, but this drink's for you guys. Everyone who's been in, going in, or got out. Thank you.
Cheers.
I don't have a drink.
That's your problem.
Okay. So, Gen X Mom?
Yes.
Tell me what we celebrate when we celebrate Veterans Day. What are we celebrating?
Anybody that has served or is serving.
And then what is Memorial Day?
For those who gave up their lives.
Do you know what Veterans Day was called before it was called Veterans Day?
Remembrance Day?
Yes, but that's in other countries it's called Remembrance Day. That's right. What did we call it?
Armistice Day.
Armistice Day. And
good job. Gen Z kid to the rescue.
Okay.
He probably read up on all that stuff.
Figuring he was going to
Wait, you
get
think
quizzed.
it just came to me when I was born? I read it, yeah.
All right. So what was Armistice Day for originally? Why was it even a thing? It was for World War I.
Oh, really?
And it was for those who did not survive. People always argue that with me.
Who did not survive?
Yes,
That's how we started with Veterans
We
Day?
did. I think it was Woodrow Wilson was the one who started it and said, hey, this is for Armistice Day when there was the massive ceasefire on the 11th of November. And this is for all the people. It's in his statement that you can go read. It says, this is to remember those who have fallen, those who are dead. It originally was just for people that had died in service.
So when did it stop being for a memorial?
It's really kind of weird because I started to do some homework on that.
Yeah.
And what it comes down to be is if you want to say it changed because first it was like, well, look, it should be for everyone living and dead. And they said, okay, that's good. And then I said, well, it should be for all veterans of any war that you've ever fought in. And then it says, then when they changed it from armistice to veterans, there's an argument. Like you can go to Wikipedia and every state who thinks they had Veterans Day first has a little paragraph. And there's like Georgia and there's Mississippi and South Carolina. They all have no. As far back as the Civil War.
Really?
Yeah. They've got these things. So I don't really know when it became Veterans Day. but I do know that the progression over the wars, because they had this World War I, then World War II, then Korea, then Vietnam, and then finally by the 70s they said, okay, look, Veterans Day is for for people that are living and active and inactive, and it goes back to covers every war, every person, and it's what they say is the November 11th every time. Memorial Day is the fourth Monday of May. So they established all the rules in the 70s. They got their head out of their ass and everything started to be more uniform. But yeah, I couldn't find out where Veterans Day, everybody's got a different story on where it came from. So
I was seeing everybody that was giving free meals to veterans today.
Yeah.
I think they should do that more often than just Veterans Day for our servicemen.
Well,
that are living. I know they give them like 10% off or whatever.
I know what you're saying, but
I don't think it should be just one day that our servicemen get this special treatment. I think they should have it more days out of the month.
Okay, but you realize that people would go broke with that. I don't know that you could do it every day. It just there's so many veterans that deserve it. I think that you'd go broke.
Well, I'm just saying they deserve it.
Make Chick-fil-A open on Sundays to veterans.
Chick-fil-A just for veterans?
May I read some sheets? Because they're backing up. Because remember, we're on a lot of different platforms
Read some sheets. Go ahead.
Randy Lorfing. I love these guys from Facebook. Krista Rose, thankful for the distraction tonight. We had to put our cat Ollie down yesterday afternoon. Heartbroken. We're sorry, Krista Rose. That's always hard. Adam Harvey says, I'm new to this. Welcome, Adam Harvey.
Adam, if you just got here, I want you to think of it like it's a first date. If you're brand new here, just relax, sit back. We'll do all the work, just like on a first date.
Loud One gave $5. You have had Garrison Brothers. I bought you a bottle.
Well, Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ, if I can't remember, especially if I drank it right after you gave it to me, Loud One. I don't remember, but it's good. I'm just saying.
Scott Royston, here's to you, handsome general.
Well, thank you.
Kristen Hartman, hi, handsome general. Vicky Souter, love your patience. Watching from Tasmania. We have another
Tasmanian here.
Yes. Jason Miller, good evening, handsome general. Gen X mom and Gen Z kid.
Whoa.
You know what? I will point out, I will say that somebody else is listening from Tasmania. Okay, that's someone who didn't get kicked out. Loud One got kicked out. He's on the run. They're still looking for him.
Yeah.
He's on whatever Tasmania's version of the FBI is. You go into Tasmanian post office and Loud One's pictures are up there. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
There's a comment called "My Queen is a hottie." Must be from Lion. He's the only one that calls me the queen.
No, he calls you his queen. He goes,
well, he said my queen. That's right.
Well, then you know it's lying if he says my queen.
Russell Covey sent 100 stars. Thank you, Russell. Shannon Brigode.
Brigode?
I say Brigode. Upgraded her membership to Bottom of the Glass Nation.
Very well done. Nicely played. Thank you.
I have another Russell Covey, 100 stars. Eric Huber, hello from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. From Eric, love listening to you.
You know who that reminds me of when you say that?
Yes, I know. It's from a movie.
Yeah, that grown-ups movie with that guy in the pool who comes over.
I knew that's where that was from.
He's all yoked out and all the middle-aged women. He's all hot. He walks over to him all wet and goes, he got that squeaky voice. He goes, hey, I'm from Saskatoon, man. How you doing? And everyone's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, just shh.
Yeah, don't talk.
Jeffrey Montgomery, welcome to I'm an Extra. Scott Royston gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships. 2. John of Some Trades, Valerie Walker, Donna SpongeBob.
Donna SpongeBob.
Kristen Hartman and Divergent Nodes. Thank you so much, Scott, for doing those memberships for everybody. Brian Sharkey, Combat Vet here. Hoorah. Thank you for your service, Brian. Kirk Wilson, hello. What's up from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada? Hello, Kirk Wilson. Randy Lorfing sent 500 stars. Thank you so much. Noel, $4.99. Asses away. We have a new $2 whore tonight.
Somebody has given $2 tonight, right?
Yes, a couple people have.
Yeah, well, the kid's like, oh, it's only because they haven't given any, even though he's dead wrong. Yeah, the shoeless one, $2. General, did you get the package? Shoeless one, man. That sounds very... I don't want to talk about your package,
you
okay?
Probably didn't have the tip jar up when they sent it.
It wouldn't matter.
You sure? Because I'm looking at it right now.
All right. Could somebody send... Well, did you change that? You erased it. Okay. Could somebody please...
I didn't clear the jar.
Could somebody please send $2 so we can see if the $2 whore actually
Trippy
shows
Pineapple did.
up? Trippy Dippy just put one. Okay, we'll sit here quietly. And we'll
Okay,
wait.
so I can continue on the
Yeah,
sheets.
go
You
with
watch
sheets.
the glass.
Or I'm watching the glass.
Ace Maduras, deciding who to watch tonight. I said self, watch the handsome man with the hot wife. Thank you. So here I am.
Boy, if I get mad at that comment, then I got to cut me out of it too.
John Curry, hi from Washington State. Top Knots Rule member for 14 months. Texan Sam sent 100 stars. Chris Stockham, member for 5 months. Thank you all for putting up with my crazy ass. You have a crazy ass? He has a crazy ass?
I don't know. I don't look at his ass. You go look at his ass and see if it's crazy.
Tony Gonzalez, can you make some Gen X rolling papers with some of your sayings on it? What the hell?
As if for cigarettes, honey. He wants to roll his own nicotine cigarettes is what he's referring to. Yeah.
Loud one, $10, 11th hour of 11th day of the 11th month. We will remember them. I pulled over and listened to the last post at 11 a.m. on the side of the road. Steve.
I screwed up, by the way.
Just once?
Today. Yes. Once. Well, yeah, today. I screwed up once before 12 today. Once before lunchtime. Yeah.
Just once.
Yeah.
That's a record.
I'm doing better.
I think so.
I was going to go live for the members only and go a little early where I could be on camera at the 11th month, the 11th day of the 11th hour at 11 minutes after 11.
Were you playing that stupid monkey game?
I probably was. And I
Unbelievable.
I remembered it at about 1 o'clock. I go, God damn it. And I missed it. So I was going to do that.
There is our whore.
I told you.
The whore monster came through.
So we don't know who the whore is.
No, but I don't know who said. I don't know anybody.
Nobody knows who the $2 whore is. The jar and the whore that we're referring to is only on
YouTube.
YouTube. I can't put the...
Everybody can see it. It's just only YouTube can add to it.
Oh, there you go. Everybody can see it.
Can
Everybody
Rumble
can
see it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to explain. So Facebook and Rumble, we have a tip jar that goes in, right?
Yeah, that's what's on the screen
And you
right
can
now.
only donate into the tip jar in through YouTube.
Right. Well, it's supposed to have Facebook go in there too, but it doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
I couldn't get it to work. And Facebook only puts that big blue fucking F. And that's all that drops in there.
So am I continuing on the sheets or are you
Let's
doing
finish
something?
the sheet so we can get on with the program.
I don't know if I can finish. Stephen P. Puller, have you ever consumed Elijah Craig's small batch reserve?
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of it, Stephen. Shannon Brigode, $2. Kristen Hartman, it was initially called Armistice Day because of the armistice ending World War I was signed the 11th hour of the 11th day of November.
I said that.
I'm just reading the thing. Loud one, $2. Lionheart, member for 20 months. You guys better hurry up and make a $2, or I mean a $2 2 year.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's got that big red one by their name on YouTube.
We're creeping up 4 more months.
I know. We're
on the downhill.
We're on the backside.
But Lionheart, I'll always be the $1.55 whore.
He was, because that's what it was in the beginning, was the $1.55. Yeah, that's true.
Uh-oh, Michelle M. Bend over, bottom of the glass nation. I'm armed with a shot or a thing. Med passing time. Thank you to all vets. Woo, Michelle.
Michelle, what'd she say?
Bend over, bottom of the glass nation. I'm armed with a needle.
Now, Michelle is playing the back nine, if you know what I mean.
Noelle, $1.99. $2 naughty lady. Well, the Disney kid, Gen Z kid, is the $2 whore.
He is correct. The $2 whore tonight is the newly 18-year-old adult Gen Z kid.
I guess he doesn't need permission to be the whore.
He's 18 now. We can't stop him.
Oh, but he can't buy cigarettes or alcohol, but he could be a whore.
But he could be the $2 whore.
So he can whore himself out.
For $2. But he can't buy cigarettes.
How does he feel about that?
Well, you could ask him. He's right next to you.
Hey, how do you feel about being the whore?
I can go die for my country.
You can?
No, you cannot have a beer.
You can die for your country. You can buy cigarettes now.
Yeah.
You can buy 5-hour energies. You can pick up your parents' prescriptions.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is he can have a gun in the military, but he can't have a gun on the outside.
Well, he's a kid. Needs to be supervised. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
Hey, you go be reckless in another country.
That's right. You can have a gun. We'll turn you loose with a gun on someone else's
Oh
property.
my gosh.
We don't want to see that shit here.
Jeremy Oliver, Army veteran watching from South Korea. In Korea, November 11th is a Pepero Candy Stick Candy Day.
Yeah, you need to think of it as Veterans Day. That we'd appreciate that.
Chris Wilson, member for 8 months. Pre-COVID casino I work in fed buffet to veterans every Monday.
Wow. Now,
So
see,
I will-
one day a week, maybe you could do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Chick-fil-A
I'm
on
like
Sunday.
saying,
Every day.
no, I didn't mean every day, but a little more.
Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
Chick-fil-A Sunday, Veterans Day
Chick-fil-A.
at Chick-fil-A.
Okay, I got 3 more. Walter Scott, $2. The shoeless one. What about the delivery for $2? I have some packages in the house I did not open yet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Just the TIFF, $2. General, what Memorial Day was called originally?
Oh,
Just the TIFF is doing it.
What Memorial Day
Oh,
was
the
called
kid.
originally?
whoa!
All right.
All right.
What?
Blow our
ahead.
minds.
It was called Decoration Day.
What?
That's true. He's right.
Yeah.
It was.
He crammed.
America.
There's no way. There is no way he came
crammed
up.
right
He
before
just
this. He was
crammed.
reading right before.
God bless our country.
Oh my God!
You are
I'm getting
so
sick to
full
my
of
stomach.
shit.
No, it's Decoration
You know
Day.
what? It's better when we give him a job to do because when he can free range the program like this,
hell?
he's way too out there.
What the hell?
All right, so I had some more stuff to
Just
talk
the
about.
Tiff said he is correct. Just the Tiff. Don't
encourage him.
encourage him.
Don't endorse him.
God bless.
Did you just
America.
lift up your shirt?
No, I took my
Oh,
blanket.
I thought you. Well, I just saw it flash for a second. I was like,
It's
whoa,
cold in
whoa,
here.
Whoa. You
Not
just
trying to get banned.
letting the girls out for a second, get them some fresh air.
Hey, Jan Mott says the kid can buy cigarettes and alcohol in the UK. Guess you need to go. That's why kids go to Europe
That's right.
after
Gotta go to Europe
graduation.
after graduation, get me some booze. Okay, so talking about who's been in the service in our family.
Yes.
So going on my side, it was my grandfather was in World War II. My other grandfather on the other side was building submarines. He was welding together submarines for World War II. And my dad was in the Army. My biological dad, Wild Bill, was in the Army. And I had one uncle who's in Arizona. He was in the Army.
Wow.
And then
Big military family.
Yeah, good Lord.
I would say our oldest son, but you changed that the other day in the podcast. We have to call him the original son. You call him the original son in the podcast.
The OG.
He's the original son. He did 4 years. We have a son-in-law who's in the Marine Corps right now.
Right.
Did I miss anybody? I wrote some stuff down on my side.
On your side?
My grandmother, I don't know if this counts for the war, but she worked at Lockheed, the Vega building. She was Rosie the Riveter. She was riveting airplanes together.
Yes.
So,
I
yeah.
got recruited by the National Guard at the gym. That was very awkward. Like I was literally mid-workout, and the guy's like, "Hey man, don't want to interrupt your set or anything, but here's my card. Like if you're at all interested, I see you working out here. Like I just need you to come by." I was like, "What?"
Wow.
I didn't read the card at first, so I didn't know what he was like giving me it for. It was very odd. I was very uncomfortable for a little bit. I was like,
You've never been approached at a gym before. Well, it happens.
Yes.
yeah, it was weird. I was like, "What the?"
When
heck?
I used to go to the gym, girls would come up to me, but I'm guessing that'll be a trend for you of men coming up and offering you business cards.
Honestly, I feel like it's more of a compliment to get hit on by a gay guy than a girl,
Why?
because it's that
What?
fear of being like openly gay and like sending that shot to like,
Oh, so
maybe
you
this
think
guy
they're
is gay.
afraid and they're being more brave to do it?
Yeah, and the fact that I'm attractive to another guy is just like that's a whole nother level, you know?
There's a lot wrong with you.
Don't you understand that?
There's
Like, if
no
you guys-
difference between.
See, you get uncomfortable when you
There's
get hit on
no
by a gay
difference
guy.
between
I'm just
a
saying.
girl being attracted to you or a guy being attracted to you. There's no difference.
In general, there's no difference, but to me, there's a difference because like I'm not gay.
There's a lot wrong with you.
Allegedly. No, I'm just seriously, I'm not gay.
I'm
Okay.
just
But
whatever.
I'm just
you
saying,
just got
like, if
something
I-
wrong with you.
Okay,
What
so
did you?
You know what? All I heard is your father was all I heard was I hope a gay man approaches me at a gym. That's
No, I
all
don't
I
hope
heard.
for it. I'm
everybody's
just-
saying you're coming out right now, so you better just not
You're
get.
very clear. Hey, look, you know what? You're 18. Go do you, man. You do you. I'll do. That's fine. Go be you, man. Just do what you want. That's
Oh
fine.
my
It's just
goodness.
a bigger compliment.
That's
just did.
keep. You're fishing for a bigger. We get it. We know
I'm
what
not
you're looking
fishing for it.
You're hoping somebody knows you.
Oh, please give me a gay guy. Give me a gay guy.
Do you want to just go ahead
Okay.
and just tell everybody what gym you go to, and maybe someone will approach you? Just go ahead, put it out there. For Christ's sake. All
Well,
right.
I would like to do a shout out for my dad. My dad was a Navy veteran. He was on an aircraft carrier during the Korean War.
Do you know the name of it? I can't remember.
USS Constitution.
That's right.
He was on the Constitution.
Was not a Nimitz class carrier. Not a big one.
Oh, no. It was in 1952, 53, somewhere around there. That's when he served.
Gotcha.
There is some family on my mom's side that actually was during, what did we say? They were on that one. Oh, man, I should have done it. Anyways, there was some more servicemen on my mom's side.
No,
but
it sounds like there's just one because you can't remember anything. I came prepared. I came with a list.
I know, I didn't come
you're
prepared.
Just like, well, my dad served in Korea
Would you stop it?
in the ocean on a boat. Wow.
Stop it.
Not sure.
stop it.
Not sure how many, what kind of a navy the Koreans had at that time, but whatever.
You know what? Shut up.
Probably none.
Shut up. Justin Woods gave $5 on PayPal. Thank you, Justin. And he did not say where allocated funds go to.
They go to me. Well, actually, they go now to the KGXT radio. Okay, so yeah, that was a very interesting story on how your dad was floating around the ocean, fighting in a war that the other team didn't even have a navy. That's cool. My biological dad, Wild Bill, was in Vietnam, did 2 tours, and was captured. He was a POW.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
That was not nice.
Vietnam didn't have a navy either.
What's that?
Vietnam didn't have a navy either.
Yeah, well, he wasn't serving in the Navy. He was on the ground. He was
about her dad going into war with no boats if they didn't have boats either.
He was on a boat. There's a difference. You can't say I was in the Navy fighting a war when the other team had no Navy.
Okay, how'd your dad get there?
Well, he got there safely on a boat, I'm sure.
On a boat.
That is not the point I'm trying to make.
He was on a boat during the Vietnam War.
There was no danger when he was floating across the ocean.
And neither for her dad.
He was in the war. Yeah. Anyway, so Wild Bill always used to tell me when he'd get drunk and tell that story about being captured, a bunch of people got shot, and there's like 6 or 7 of them that got captured. And he'd sit there and get real quiet and say, hey, you know when the best time to get away? You know when the best time to break free? When you get captured by the enemy? You know when the best time is? And I'd say, no, when's the best time? He's right fucking now. When you get caught, it's time to leave. That minute, don't let them take you to a camp. Don't let them take you to a truck. Don't let them tie you to a tree. They got your hands in a bamboo sling. You turn around and run as fast as you can, as quick as you can. Someone yelled 1, 2, 3, go, and we all ran different directions. I got away. Never saw the other guys again. Maybe I was the only one. Never can tell. That was how he told the story every time.
Oh, my gosh. Just the Tiff said, Gen X Mom, it was 2 of your great uncles, if I remember correctly, the medals you all found while cleaning out my mom's house. That's right. Thank you, Kai. Just the Tiff.
Wow,
You're amazing.
She just pulled your ass out of the fire on that one.
And Carl Gerard at 1999, shout out to my late grandfather, Leo, Marine Corps Combat Vet Iwo Jima. Sorry. I have his Purple Heart, 3 of them, and uniform. Miss you, Gramps, passed away in 1984, Studio Fund.
Carl Gerard, our favorite Frenchman on the program here. Carl, glad you dropped that in there. That's cool information, man.
That's a whole mouthful right there.
All right.
Robert Sales, 1,000 stars on Facebook. And Houdini, is that the general's dad's memorial flag folded in the background? It is not.
No.
This girl folded it right here. This girl.
Well, he didn't ask who folded it. He didn't say, did my dad fold it? He's asking if it was my dad's. No, it's not.
Why do they give like multiple Purple Hearts? Like, you know,
you get one for everything you do.
I'm just saying, like, you know, give me a purple arm, purple leg, you know.
No, that's not what it is.
It's desire.
He's making a joke, man. You could have gone along with it. Jeez, man. Gosh.
You're an idiot. How did I raise you this far in life? I have no... People are going to be mad at me for doing a poor job raising you. That's all I know.
Okay.
All right. So, where were we? I'm going to take this off here. I'm going to try something. Nope.
Come on, man. What the hell are you doing?
Nope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Dude, I was changing colors on the ring. You want to see me green or blue? I can be blue. All right. So they were talking about something because one of the biggest things for veterans is problems that veterans run into after their service. You know, post-traumatic stress disorder gets them quite a bit. We've run into many people who struggle with it all the time. And it's a real thing. I don't want to make light of it at all. I want to talk about it a little bit because George Carlin, the comedian, did a comedy bit on it. So I'm not trying to make comedy out of it, but...
You take me off the screen while you're...
Yeah, so...
Thank you.
They... Back in World War I, when you came home and you had been in combat and you were really having trouble with adjusting to everything and forgetting the war, they called it shell shock. It was just shell shock. That's what it was. The bombs were flying and exploding, and you came home if you were having nightmares and you were having issues and you couldn't get your head together. It was shell shock. But that's pretty to the point. You just no gray area there. And then they went through the next World War II, they called it battle fatigue. Battle fatigue was, it sounds nicer. That's what George was telling us. Battle fatigue was, it's okay. That's not as bad. Then they changed it to, it was after Korea, I think, and sometime between Korea and Vietnam, they changed it to operational exhaustion. If you had too much trouble being in the war when you were trying to come home and recover, they called it operational exhaustion. And there, George was right about how he said this. They were dumbing it down. And now after Vietnam and Iraq and Afghanistan, they call it post-traumatic stress disorder. And that sounds very clinical. It doesn't sound that bad. They almost made it sound nice. Post-traumatic stress disorder is something we can treat with pills and medication and therapy. If you just had shell shock, you knew that dude was rattled because of what he went through. I'm with George on this one. I don't like that they dumbed it down. I get that it's more technical. It probably is a better, more accurate terminology, but the way to think about it the way he explained it, it bothers me now that I'm thinking about it in his ways, that it was much better keeping it simple, 2 syllables, shell shock, and you knew that this was a bad situation, needed to be addressed. Something George said at the end of his bit that I really agree with. How many veterans that would, if it would have been still called shell shock, would have got the service they needed? Because that's troubling. Shell shock is troubling. It is. I'm traumatized from explosions and things. I mean, it gives you some people back up and go, whoa, give this guy a little room. He's got shell shock. We need to take care of this guy. But post-traumatic stress disorder, you don't like when your commanding officer yells at you and you're stressed out and now you have nightmares about it. So that falls under post-traumatic. You couldn't ever say, I'm suffering from shell shock because my captain yelled at me. But you could say, my captain yelled at me and now I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I think they muddied the waters a little bit with that one. I'm going to go with George on this one. If they'd have gone back and called it like what it was, I think that perhaps more people would have got better attention. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. Nobody listens to me anyway, so I thought I would just pass it along. Do you have anything to read? I'll give you 1 minute.
John Curry, my dad served retired sergeant first class. He's 89 and still kicking. Marcin Vanilla Bean, my grandpa got a certificate of citizenship from Israel from saving Jews from the Nazis during World War II. Sean Mason, my last ship was the USS Abraham Lincoln CVN 72. Sovereign Fighter, shout out to my husband. He served 20 years and is 100% completely and totally disabled. I served in the Navy. We have been married for 32 years and still going. I want to let him know how much I love him and appreciate his sacrifice and patience.
Well, he knows now because it was just said live. We have a problem.
What's that?
They're getting rid of orange sodas in the United States.
Why is that?
They've gotten rid of orange sodas pretty much everywhere because all of the other countries said, hey, man, one of the chemicals you put in here to change it orange and make it taste like orangey, because I guess they're not using real oranges.
Oh, yeah. It's probably cancer.
Me.
Is that the one that they that's cereal that they banned?
So they're kidding. They said, look, we're not going to use this chemical anymore, which I don't know why they don't just go back to using oranges. If it's an orange drink, put some oranges in it. If it's a grape drink, put some grapes in it. But they do this, and now they're telling us that they're taking away this thing. So every single orange drink manufacturer in the United States is like, well, we may have to just stop, we may have to stop making it. No
Sunkiss?
Yeah. No Orange Crush.
No Orange Crush. That was my next one.
And what's the other? Fanta. Doesn't Fanta
I was going to say
orange?
Fanta.
Are they going to get rid of Cactus Cooler?
Oh, Cactus Cooler.
That's pineapple.
But there's I thought it's orange pineapple.
I don't know. Maybe it is, but I'm just telling you, I'm upset. How can you can't, if we've been going along this long, I mean, let's face it, if we're having an overpopulation problem and orange sodas are eliminating a few people, I'll drink the orange soda and check out.
It's orange pineapple. So,
I don't want to live in a world without orange. I don't drink it that often. I don't.
But every once in a while, a nice cold on a hot summer day.
Have a quench of an orange soda. You just do.
You sound like an addict.
I'm not an addict. I can quit whenever I want. It's a true story.
That'll be never.
All right, so there was that one. Dun-dum, dun-dum.
Hey, Dad,
All right.
I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
So, what's this game? Or it was mostly for both of you. What's this game you and Mom have been playing recently?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I hate you. I know what he's talking about. I hate your guts.
I do know what he's talking about.
What
Stupid-
game have you and Mom been up to?
I don't know what
recently?
it's TD6 balloons.
Balloons,
Balloons?
tower
Balloons?
defense.
Whatever, it's bullshit. I
You
can't.
like to place monkeys to have them pop balloons.
Fucking
and you
monkeys.
made fun of me for playing that game.
Because a fucking monkey. It's just. I'm not going to spend any time on this. It's a strategy
Yes.
game.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna
You
spend
put a
some
monkey out there, and you put a monkey over here, and you change, and then you hit go. You just hit the button and let him do its thing. Then you, in between the rounds, you move your monkeys, put your stuff. Then you hit go. I fucking hate it.
What do
It's
the
a dumbass
monkeys
game.
do? What do the monkeys do?
The monkeys throw darts and blow up the balloons.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
It's so much fun.
I do have a serious topic. It might, but I would say it's underage topic for the kid. He can't listen. But he's 18 now. So if he can go to an R-rated movie, he can definitely talk about this. You have to drink with me. That's how serious this topic is. I want an answer here, and I really want some input. So moderators on Facebook and on Rumble, if you get some guy joking around, don't copy and paste it. But if you can give me a real answer, if somebody who isn't drunk, because the rest of us are, comes up with this is a real concern. Let's start with the drink, and then we'll get right to the question. There we go. Everybody's raising a glass. Thank you very much, Nana A. Even if it's coffee, thank you so much. Bruce M said cheers. All right. We've been talking about artificial intelligence off and on for months now. A lot of it on the world shows. World shows are Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. We talk about politics and culture stuff for the world. Important issues. But we solve those issues when we drink in the Bottom of the Glass Nation shows, especially on Saturday. Artificial intelligence. Yes, we're worried that it's going to turn into Skynet. Yes, we're worried that robots are going to start building robots. Yes, we don't want them passing laws. Yes, we don't want robots handing out speeding tickets. But there was a guy, I don't even think I have his picture. He was arrested because he used artificial intelligence. Remember, it can create a face. Artificial intelligence can create a face of Al Pacino, right? An artificial intelligence can create the voice of Al Pacino. So you can have a likeness and a voice that is not Al Pacino. It doesn't look like Al Pacino. You fit perfectly, but it's very, 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 very close. And it's not him. So he could be on TV saying and doing stuff, and it's not really him. It's totally fictitious, totally made up, like an artist would draw it. You can have artificial intelligence put on a little thing with Al Pacino that walks in and says, if I walk in to that kitchen and there is a cantaloupe on that table, I will lose my mind. And you have to go along with it. All right? We got that. You're welcome. That was good, right? What if they make pornography? What if artificial intelligence makes pornography? They create all the characters. It looks like you're watching a movie. What if they make, here's the question, what if they make child pornography? This guy got arrested for making child pornography, but it was fake. Now, the reason he got I did read the article because now I was genuinely curious on what went on. He got arrested because he took pictures of real children and real people and then artificially changed them. He altered them, but it was still the basic picture. So you're still looking at pictures that you're not supposed to. You shouldn't have those. You shouldn't do that. He was doing it. But again, from my Generation X brain, it wasn't in the article. It wasn't, and no one's talking about it, but my brain, what happens if you just make something from scratch? What if you make something that's not child pornography from scratch and it's not based on a real person? Can you get in trouble for that legally? Can you get arrested saying this is child pornography? You can't if it's a cartoon, can you? If someone draws like a real Scooby-Doo cartoon or the Jetsons or the Flintstones and draws children and sexual stuff, you can't. You're just drawing. Those are just colors and ink on a board, right? Well, AI is the same way. Where do we draw that line? Because if it gets out there on the internet, even though it's totally fake, it looks totally real. And other kids are going to see this. Underage children are going to see this. So that is a very, very legitimate question. So let's weigh in, honey.
I don't have a comment. I was looking at PayPal. I am so sorry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to have to answer.
You're part of the goddamn program.
I'm sorry. Ask
This
the
was
kid.
a pretty fucking serious issue. All right, kid, what do you think?
I think that shouldn't be allowed even if you drew with AI, because it still follows the same premises of.
Make sure you're talking into your microphone.
It still follows the same premises of. It shouldn't be shown on the internet at all. You know.
So where do they draw the line? You telling a guy he can't be creative? You telling some guy that he can't draw in his house? He can't use.
Okay, if some guy is directing child porn, I'm just being creative. No, you're not.
But he's literally just drawing it, but just with a different type of a pen or pencil. It's completely made up. It's completely fake. They're not real people. How can you get the guy in trouble for that? The guy who got arrested, they found all of he had actually taken pictures of the internet of real children, of real people, and the AI just kind of changed them, and they could tell. So that was, that's a law. But what if a dude totally created with artificial intelligence children doing inappropriate things?
He's still depicting
Wouldn't that
children.
fall under pornographic magazine or a pornographic?
No, pornographic magazine is real people. They're real
Still,
pictures. You can't do that. The law says you cannot take pictures of children underage. They can't give you consent, and you can't take pictures of them. So these guys are coming along with an artificial intelligence and going, I'm just going to make my own. I'm going to make up what a kid looks like, I think. I'm going to make it up in my head. There's no real person
Now they're
involved.
going to have to change the rule.
To do what? What would you have that rule say? Now, and be careful, because if whatever you say, you're going to have, then other people can't create adults.
Children of any kind cannot be depicted in pornographic material.
Okay, so what defines a children?
Under 18?
Okay, so this kid, you and I would look at it, and this kid clearly looks 14 years old, but the creator goes, nah, he's 20. I just made that thing, and he's 20. I know his birthday. I created him. He's 20.
What?
How are you going to decide what's a
I don't know.
And you know what's really funny is I told you, this article came out about a guy who got arrested for modifying real people, and that was a slam dunk. The guy's a fuck up. He's gone.
Yeah, he took real pictures and it's slightly modified.
Changed it. I get that, but immediately my brain went to, how do we stop the next guy who does it completely from scratch? How do we stop that guy?
Chris Stockham says AI underage porn is just bad. Sandy says disgusting and should be treated as real, not sorry. Christina Dvorak says it's still bad thoughts.
It is, but it's not. It's very tough to legislate morality. We can get away with it when we all agree, thou shalt not kill, murder's bad. We all sort of agree as a society. You can get 99% of us that murder's bad, and that sticks on the books.
Yeah, Loud One gave $10. Doesn't matter if it's a cartoon, AI, or any other type. If it's illegal, it's illegal, no matter what form it is.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm bringing it up because I got a feeling that we're going to hear more about this as time goes on. I got a feeling this is going to be a thing, because when I was clicking on that link and I read more, of course, it leads to other articles. The other one that's coming up is AI can render such perfect images. Now, admit it, let's say I was going to make an AI pornography movie with you in it. I would have a difficult time shaping the AI to do it. But one naked picture of you, the AI would have its reference point, could make something and put it out there. Even though you didn't do these things, there could be someone out there who has enough picture of you to make an AI doing all these things, and you can't stop them. If it just changes enough, or they can't prove that they stole your likeness and are doing it, they can say, well, it just looks very similar to Gen X Mom, but it's not her. And
yeah, but then how does one prove something like that if a job is looking, or a workplace is looking, and they say that they look at their social media sites and stuff like that, and what if they stumble across something that isn't really true about them?
Then you just don't hire them, but don't tell them why. Oh, you mean if somebody stumbled across you?
Yeah, but it wasn't really me. It was an AI.
Well,
How are they going to decipher?
First of all, that would be impossible for someone to find that unless it had your name, and then you could go after the person because they called that thing you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I'm just saying that that's going to come a time very soon, because some of these articles were about ex-husbands trying to use AI to be pissed off at their ex-wives and put out images. They weren't really movies, I guess.
For defamation?
They said, hey, it looks like her, but it's not. And the wife is saying, no, that is exactly me. It's cleaned up. Now, you'd have to hold up the original picture. That's the reason they caught this guy, because he had all the original images, and they compared him and said, okay, you're fucking around, you're gone. But unless you found some dude with a shoebox full of Polaroids of his ex-wife and then could look at the computer images, how would you prove it? I'm just saying, we're getting into some weird territory here, my fine fucking friends.
Dragon Slayer Jade brought up a good point. She said, just because it's gross doesn't mean it's illegal. Eating poop isn't illegal. Like,
True.
You brought that up, and I was like, that makes more sense. Like, if you allow the AI to do it, then less kids would be put through that kind of stuff. People wouldn't. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that would be a stretch, but that could be an argument for trafficking kids.
Yeah.
Hey, if you allow the AI to do it, they're not as likely to go after real kids. They're just going to use AI. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
There was like a guy got on. It was a radio show. This is 20 some years ago, and he was advocating porn, and everyone says, "No, you can't have online porn." And the guy says, "Do you realize that because of online pornography, there has been a demand from the public for service providers to increase the clarity, the quality, and the speed of the internet connection to your home because they demand better porn." He was advocating that porn served a purpose, and we all got better, higher quality internet and cable and high speed because porn demanded it. That's kind of a backwards, but you're backing your way into that argument, but that's how it happened.
Okay.
All right. So where was I? I'm telling you, that bothered me a little bit. I had something to say there.
I'm sorry. When I was out of that conversation, they were saying Facebook volume is up and down. Is that us or is that
I can't
Facebook?
Change it at all.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do. Facebook, if you're listening, our settings, I haven't moved the microphone level, the gains, nothing. Whatever it is whatever it is. That's I don't have any control over it.
I was just checking on staff.
It goes from us into Streamlabs. Streamlabs puts it out on the platforms. If it's coming out evenly on YouTube and Rumble, and there's 2 Facebook pages. You can watch it on both of our Facebook pages. Maybe try a different Facebook page.
Christina Dvorak says, "I'm ready for a drink. Who's with me?"
I am never telling Christina Dvorak no. Although I do have some bad news for Christina.
Oh, Christina, hold on.
I'm gonna drink.
Hold on.
I'm gonna drink, and then we got to say something bad happened.
Uh-oh.
I haven't even told Loud One yet, but I'm going to say it right now. Let's drink, ladies and gentlemen, bottom of the glass nation. The truth is at the bottom of this glass. I'm going to drink it, and then I'm going to tell you the truth. We are all on a bus, traveling through the mountains at a high rate of speed.
Yeah.
When we crash, it's when YouTube kicks us off the channel because we've crossed the line. We've said stuff we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
They revoke our citizenship, and we have to go live on the moon. All right. So the other day, like a month ago, everything went down. YouTube crash went down. Facebook went offline. Rumble never even got started. And the whole show was a train wreck. Well, that was Loud One crashing the bus because Loud One was driving that bus. I mean, imagine a big old Partridge Family bus with a bunch of half-naked people drinking, hanging off the sides, hanging off the roof, crawling in and out of the windows. That was us.
All that loud music playing hanging out the windows.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
If you're on the correct side of the bus and you saw the bus go by and all the windows were open, you just see boobs galore. The bus crashed.
Uh-oh.
Went over the edge. We had to pull Loud One. We had to yank him out. Christina took over the steering wheel. Christina, I got this. Now, Loud One took the steering wheel with him, so Christina was steering with vice grips, which was okay. We've done that. We've all done that. We've all been there.
She's talented.
Yeah, she's good like that.
Yeah.
However, last time we stopped for gas, I got a tap on the shoulder. Christina doesn't have a license to drive a bus.
Oh.
Doesn't have a license.
Doesn't matter. We're Gen X. We don't care.
You cannot drive.
I'm forklift certified.
We're Gen X.
It's
We
not a
don't care.
forklift. Well, I'm just telling you, I had to yank her back and go, Christina, what the fuck, man? You're getting me in trouble here. You're going to get me shut down. Loud one jumped right back in that seat, slammed the steering wheel down, welded the steering wheel in place because the nut was gone, and down the road we went. So now Christina is sitting with me. I don't know if she's pouting. I don't know if she's going to fist fight me. I'm not sure what's going on, but the back of the bus is going to get a little rowdy right now because...
insurmountable Cali cats in the back, she said.
Well, if I got to fight both of them, I will. God damn it, let's go.
Samuel Pancake said we also had to do a 48-point turn to get out of the tunnel, remember?
A 48-point turn. That must have been one fucking wide tunnel. Or we're all on a really short bus and we just don't know it. Oh, that was the one deal. So we did Veterans Day. All right. So
Sandy wants to know, has anyone fixed the rear axle yet?
No. It's just zip ties and duct tapes holding on. We're good to go. Don't worry about it.
Shush. Member for 14 months. People on here keep using the acronym MAPS. Why are we helping them normalize their behavior? They aren't an atlas. They are predators.
What's MAPS?
I don't know what that
does that
is.
even mean? I'm not using it for sure because I didn't know what it meant. MAPS?
I don't know what that is either.
I don't either. All right.
Sorry.
We're moving on to another part of the program that you're familiar with. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, I am?
Well, everyone, I'm not talking to you. Okay, listen, I got some things to talk about.
Oh, minor attracted people.
Yeah, whatever.
That's
fuckers.
that's what MAPS
So listen,
stands for.
I got yelled at because of you guys. You guys all got me in trouble. I'm not saying if it was on Facebook. I'm not saying it was on Rumble. I'm not saying it was on YouTube. But when we do the giveaway where I show you a picture and then, you guys, whoever the first right answer, the moderators are looking at their screen and the first right answer that goes to the comment section on Facebook, on Rumble, on YouTube, they simply go, oh, this guy got the right answer. And they send it to us. Well, apparently there's a problem because who was it? Danny H? Was that the fucker who won like 9 times yesterday?
I don't recall.
One of the dudes won like 9 in a row, and it's like, you can't keep winning. He's taking it from all of us. And I'm like, well, you know what? He's got a better internet connection than you, and he doesn't have to look shit up. And then my wife comes in. She's all pissed off. She goes, you can't do that. There's prizes that could have gone to other people. I'm like, fuck. Then don't send it to Danny. Just tell him, send him his one shirt and send him a note that says you can't win the 8 other prizes. Sorry, dude. Just send it that. She goes, well, then the other 8 people still didn't get something. Like, fuck. Here's where I got in more trouble. And this is that might have been my fault because I didn't explain the rules. This one is because you guys are fucking stupid. There's a few of you out there that are fucking morons, and you're never supposed to say that to your viewers. You're never supposed to say that to your followers, but Jesus H. Tap Dancing Christ. You got to remember, the moderators are looking at their screen. The moderators are looking at comments go by, and when the right answer appears, they see who's first. You guys have actually sent us emails with screenshots of your screen where you say on your screen your name was first. How the fuck does that matter? How am I going to know who's first on your screen? I don't even know you or where you live. I'm not looking over your shoulder with a camera. It doesn't matter what comes across your screen first. It's the moderator. If Josh Maddox says this dude got the right answer first, guess what? That dude got the right answer first. But 3 other people go, no. On my screen, I was the first person. No, I was the first. No, you weren't. Fuck, are you kidding me? Everyone could say that. Everyone could show me a screenshot. Why would any of you think that the answer and the first place winner is what you see on your screen? Did you hear people clicking and hanging up? You know who hung up right now? The people that did that. The people that sent those emails right now. Right now they're going, holy shit, he's fucking right. Why the fuck did I send him that email? Motherfucker. Yeah, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. Who even thinks that way? We actually had to try to figure out a way to respond to emails to explain this situation back to the people who sent us a screenshot. You don't want to know what I told them. You don't want to know how I replied. It was not kind. It started with, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, we'll go on from there. All right.
I have Mark Wiedow gave $35 on PayPal for Radio Fund, please.
For the Radio Fund.
I have another one. Andy, he's not a member on YouTube, sent this. Aren't you all in the same house? Why 3 rooms?
What are you talking? What 3 rooms are we in?
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know. I think he uses the camera.
Look, man, do you see all of us waving here? Look, We're all in the same room, dude. We're all right here.
I
You,
thought
you can see the cut right there. You can see the cut.
That's so funny.
Yeah, the kid placed those cuts in the wall on purpose, so you'd think we were in three. We're all in the same room. Why are we in 3 rooms?
Facebook is buffering for some reason. It's been lagging, just letting you guys know.
We are hardlined.
All right, loud one, $10. Grandfather on dad's side was pilot in World War II. Grandfather on mom's side was a rat of Tobruk. Dad was in Vietnam. Cousin was clearance diver in Gulf War. Justin Woods, welcome to being an extra. Justin Woods gave $5.
There we go.
Let's see.
That's my man Justin, who shows up and drops a 5 spot. Just arrived, dropped a 5 spot.
Mary Mastretta, member for 20 months. Mary Mastretta.
I can't believe 20 months.
Yeah.
Wow. Good Lord, that's a long time.
Quincine. I'm going to really mess that up. $5. Ever since the cartoon drawing of the Charlie Brown characters titled Peanuts Orgy, it's been around for at least 25 plus years. Might be first AI kid porn.
Could be.
I just didn't know. Mrs. Fort Watton gifted 5 memberships tonight to Kevin, Gerald, 2 Live Moo, Chipmunk, and Columbus. Oh, I didn't know Columbus was hanging around.
Thought he was dead.
Loud one, $5. People need a teaspoon of cement and harden up. That's what he said.
Wow, that one got me. Whoa.
You okay there, babe?
No.
Breathe.
Breathe.
It just got me in the back of the throat with that one.
I can't
Woo.
really instruct you on how to breathe. You just do it.
All right. So where are we at? I had some stuff. I'm still on my stuff, man.
Are you?
Yeah, just let me
You were
talk about
drinking
my
without
stuff.
you were drinking without everybody. How sad.
Wow.
Well, I was
Didn't
sneaking
even tell
one in. I
everybody.
didn't think anybody would even notice.
Oh, they noticed. They're all posting and they're noticing.
I didn't think anyone.
just didn't
I thought
announce it.
everyone was watching you and they were listening to you, and no one's going to pay attention to me at all. All right, so I got one for you. This is kind of a question. This might be a little bit more for car guys, but I don't want to exclude the ladies in the audience. So, can you guys see this Mustang? Do you notice the taillights on this Mustang? And you notice how they go all the way across, and they blink in succession. Bum, 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 bum. That's the way they went. No noise, of course. I was doing that for theatrics, but that was hard to do back then, because now they just have a computer that does it for you. But back then, you actually had to have relays that opened and closed to do that. But as a kid, someone had told me, when you see a Mustang that has the taillights all the way across, and that was factory. That was a factory, the way they came. It was, you were supposed to, that was a California edition. Now that I'm older, I'm not so sure that's right. Is that California? What if you guys had those in New York, and you guys, as kids growing up, said, oh man, look at that Mustang over there. That's a New York edition. I guess it could have been for every state. There could have been someone, Mrs. Fort Watton's high school prom date could have picked her up in a Tennessee edition, for all I know. I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, a loud one could have had one in Australia and said, oh, this is the Australian edition. We only got these here in Australia. To which I would have said, no, they just sent you a California edition. You're welcome, Australia. That could have been how it went. Does anybody have any input on that? Because I didn't really look it up. I probably could have, but I saw this today and went, hey, fucking A, man. California edition.
2 Live Moo goes, look at those side pipes. That's what he says.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Eddie Bauer edition, laughing. Tubby says.
Yeah, Eddie Bauer back. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that the California edition, I'm sticking with it. That's a California edition Mustang, unless I hear something different. What does Mrs. Fort Watton say?
Oh, you're in trouble. $5. General, you owe Christina an apology. She does have a CDL. Your sexist side was showing.
I have a terrible sexist side. I do. I really do. But, okay, CDL, how do you know she has a commercial driver's license?
I don't know.
And when I grew up, CDL was California driver's license, if you please, just so you know.
All right. Houdini says the Cali edition actually had California edition painted above that rear side light.
Okay, but what I'm saying is it's a California edition, right? That's what it was really called. You know what? Fuck it. I got to drink again. I can't deal with you people. I come to you for help. Okay. I give you guys answers all the fucking time. I come to you if it's the first time in 3 years, I've come to you with the thing that, hey, can you guys help me out?
Aren't you a car guy? Don't you know this shit?
Wow. Wow. I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe
I'm
you
just saying.
You just hit me below the belt. Why would you do that?
Aren't you a car guy? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, I'm putting your business out there.
You put my business right on the street. Why don't you bring that up in front of everybody? Good God.
I'm putting you out there.
You got problems. You have deep emotional problems.
Guess what? Our new member, Justin Woods, gifted 5 memberships tonight.
Seriously?
To Bruce, 80s Kid, Bob, Chris, and Senior Vasquez.
That's a new member who's getting fucking after it. Let me tell you.
Yes.
All right. So I'll forgive you guys. There's only like 300,000 people out there. Someone should have sent me an email and going, dude, you're right. California edition only. That's what I want to hear is that we were special. Okay. I don't want to feel like I was misled. All right.
Oh, you feel lost.
Deprived. I'd like to do something here. If I may,
Christina Dvorak is calling you out. I drive for First Student School Bus Company. Oh, shit.
Are you kidding? She's an actual school bus driver?
Oh, shit.
Of all the shit I'm talking about someone who can't drive a bus and that's what she does for a living, why couldn't she said she was a secretary or something?
Oh,
she's
man.
She's an actual school bus driver?
Wow, 3-part apology coming.
Jesus.
Let's go.
There you go. Full screen you. Go to
Let's
it.
go. Full screen you. 3-part apology. Let's go.
Christina, let me begin with my 3-part apology, which I don't give them out very often, as most of the people who know. First of all, I want to say, 1, you are a lovely and talented and giving and caring woman. And above all else, before the apology continues, I need you to know that's how I feel about you. Number 2, I absolutely had no business assuming you didn't know how to drive a school bus. I can make some assumptions, which are very sexist, because you're beautiful and adoring. I just don't associate school bus drivers with beautiful and adoring. I kind of associate them with, what's her name from Forrest Gump? That which had the cigarette hanging and the curlers in her. I just assume, and I shouldn't have done that.
And being deceitful right now. Go back to the apology.
I am doing the apology. I'm not doing it wrong.
No, you were
just let him go. Just let him go. He's straight. Let him go.
I'm giving an analogy in the middle to clarify and give strength to the apology, and you're fucking it up. You don't know how to apologize like I do. You haven't been married. Let me continue. All right. Number 3, I'd like to say that you are a wonderful contributor to the Gen X Talks program and a valued listener and viewer. And without your contributions over the last year or so, I don't know that I would be the man I am today. I want you to know that you had a small part in shaping me, becoming who I am. And admittedly, I have more work to do, Christina. But as part of my 3-part apology, to summarize, I promise to work on myself and do better. Because if there's one thing I'm capable of, it's change. And I will change for you. You're welcome, America. And Denmark. All right. As far as 3-part apologies go, how was that? You've received many a 3-part apology in your time.
Amen, brother.
How was that?
That was really good.
All right.
Now that's fine. You did the apology. Now we have to see if Christina accepts it.
Yeah. Am I forgiven?
That's how it ends.
I got to find out if I'm okay with this. I was digging pretty deep. You know who's going to be pissed is Mrs. Four. She's going to go, I don't think I've even got that deep of an apology.
Becca Rowland, member for 1 month. Welcome, Becca. Glad you're still here. Quinn says $2. Just go with Quinn. It's way easier. Yes.
No kidding. Yeah, Quinn.
Insurmountable Cali Cat, $2. Mrs. Four is the bookkeeper. That's how she knows.
Knows what? What did
that she's a bus driver?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's bullshit. I mean, I don't think Christina's ever come out and said she's a bus driver. I think
she did the night we were crashing.
Well, see?
I think she said it in the thing.
Because the Loud One. This is all Loud One's fault.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't be in this position if
Here we
Loud
go,
One
deflecting again.
Crashed the bus.
Here he goes.
Christina never would have been driving.
So now your apology is null and void?
No, I have to apologize. I'm just blaming Loud One.
Okay. Justin Bennett, $5. Quick thank you to any and all vets in the audience tonight. Studio Fund for the General. Thank you all for your service. Brad Baker, $5. Come on, General. If that was a California edition, it wouldn't need turn signals because they're never used here.
We don't use brake lights much either, I found out.
And Eric Clem said California edition is a special package like GT350. It's not specifically made for California sale. They were available across the country.
Well, because a lot of people wanted to be like us. Yeah, I would imagine you'd be able to be there in Texas and go, you want the California edition? I can set you. Of course it was available everywhere.
And A787 Fixer, $10. For new vice grips for the bus.
for vice grip steering wheels. All right. Yes. Going back to what I want to talk about. I had some stuff in here.
All right.
Okay. Now listen. before I click this, I would like, just once tonight, I would like to offer a prize. I would even include Gen Z kid. He will not know what this is. I would bet my wife doesn't know what this is. I'm going to bet maybe one person out of 500 knows what this is. And this was common from like 1900 to 1940. This was super, super common. But I'll bet none of you have ever seen it before. I'm going to say maybe. So moderators, if we have a moderator on every page, I hope we do. If there's please just copy and paste the first correct answer that you guys see. Oh, but wait a minute. I'm going to have to pass around the answer. Otherwise, the moderators aren't going to know.
Not to look at the staff thread.
No, well, how do I tell everybody? Unless
You type in the staff thread.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to type in the staff thread the answer so that all the staff can watch their pages and know what it is. All right? Take his phone away from him right now. I don't trust him. He's a bold-faced liar. All right, let me go to the staff thread. Let me let everybody know what the answer is. Obviously, staff, you are not playing.
Except for me and Mom.
Oh, then I better not look at the staff thread.
Yep.
While we're waiting, I received a PayPal. A PayPal from Loud One, $100. I didn't crash the bus. We just got sideways, went down the bus backwards and slid out, powered down and drove it straight back out.
No, we fucking crashed. The mustard was off the hot dog, Loud One, and we fucking crashed. We had to get a wrecker to pull us out of the ditch you put us in, you goddamn drunk ass Tasmanian hippie.
Wow.
I left out Aborigine. You notice I left that out. We did the Aborigine one before. All right. The staff now has the answer to the trivia question. I'm going to show you guys a picture. The first one on our screen that can come up with what it's called or what it does. It's kind of weird, so you can just tell me what its purpose is, and you're clear, okay? I don't expect a lot of right answers, okay? We're just a bunch of jabronis. I got it. $3 dudes, men and women. Here we go. All right. So here we are. Here comes a picture. Answer in the comment section as quickly as you can. What is this or what does it do? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum,
I don't see the picture.
Bum,
Oh.
bum, 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 bum. Nothing? Nobody has anything?
Can I just
Wow.
say?
Oh.
Wait. On YouTube, I see something on YouTube. It is the first one on my screen. Scrolling, I scroll back up.
Just the TIFF keeps dirt out of the corner?
Just the TIFF, yeah. Those were put on staircases to keep the dust from collecting in the corner because you couldn't sweep it out. Just the TIFF is right. Jane Motz goes, those are stairs. She goes, stairs. It's like she's going to say, I know what those are. Those are stairs. They're used to go up and down.
All right. Let me see if we have another.
Oh, my God. Let's see if anybody else got it. Just the TIFF.
Remember, we're having problems with Facebook, so let's see.
I don't know if anybody got it.
John O'Hanlon keeps corners clean.
That's right. That's exactly right. You gotta
John
tell me,
O'Hanlon.
that is a weird thing, though, man. How come we don't have those now?
Trevor Nielsen keeps your corners clean.
I need my corners clean.
So, Trevor, John, and Just the Tiff, please email GenXMom at
Rumble?
genxtalks.com. I'm not sure if that is Rumble.
GenXMom at genxtalks.com.
Also, Christina replied to your apology. Would you like to hear it?
I would want to hear it. I do want to hear it.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm either going to drink because it was a success or I'm going to drink because I'm a miserable man and I didn't get it right. But either way, I'm drinking.
Christina says, thank you so much for that. I accept your apology. Loud One is back behind the wheel and I'm in the back pouring drinks on the house.
Far out. Wait a minute.
Wait, whose house?
She's giving away our drinks. What the fuck, Christina? All right, I'm drinking to that one.
Justin Woods, $5 repairs for the bus or liquid for the ride. Cameron says, thank you. You guys are amazing. Also, hello from New Zealand, 100 stars.
Far out.
Tim Mitchell, $4.99. Carol Shelby put those taillights on his special editions.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't think it was just Shelby. I think that's Shelby's. I think those were California edition. But anyway, all right. So, would you like to see more? Good. I'm glad you would. Yeah, this came across my phone. We talked about things that go across my phone like I'm interested in it. What about this shit? Stylish layering staples for this fall wardrobe. This thing has come across my phone 13 times. I got to say it right now. I'm not fucking wearing this. I
have a vest like that, and I have a jacket like that.
You do?
Yeah, I do in my closet.
Okay, well, these are dudes, and I'm not wearing that shit.
Well, you never wear a jacket out in the in the cold.
I look like the Michelin Man. I would not wear that. I'm not wearing that shit.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
You probably would have wore it up in
Oregon,
maybe. But you didn't even. Maybe you'd wear long sleeves. Maybe
no, because I would wear long johns.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that was it.
You hated working with long sleeves with cars.
I couldn't do it at all. I want to know who the genius is. I don't care if it's legal or not. I kind of got a feeling it's illegal, but this is genius. Can you guys see this picture? Somebody put a baby in a shopping cart like a little kid. Then they put one of those little clasps. What are those things called? Carabiners between the belt loop and the goddamn the cart.
In the goddamn.
They can't get out of the cart. You can keep your kid from getting into your shit. You can keep your kid from standing up, and no one's going to have a really easy time grabbing your kid and running off. I didn't know you could do this. If I knew we could do this, having 8 kids, raise 32 kids, this last batch of 8, I would have had carabiners in my fucking pocket anytime we went someplace. Honey, I need you to look at the picture and tell me that's not a brilliant idea.
That's a brilliant idea.
Thank you for saying so. Look at that. That's how they kept their kid from standing up.
I've seen a lot of women use those with their purses too. You know, when you put them in the shopping cart?
Yeah, that's not illegal. This might be.
Why?
In case of a fire.
They have seatbelts on some of them.
I'm just saying this is brilliant. I don't know who did. I wish I would have done this and claimed credit for it. That would have been great, but I didn't. It wasn't me. So just so you know, we've talked a lot in the past 3 weeks about how they're reconfiguring airplane seats. And I'm getting the sense that a lot of you younger kids don't understand why this is an issue. Well, why are they stacking seats? Why are the seats so crammed together? Who cares? A lot of you kids, when I say kid, I'm talking about anybody under the age of 35. You guys are a kid. Anybody younger than me is a kid. Anybody older than me is an old man. Let's just get that out of the way. There's a lot of you kids who are like, I'm showing you pictures, and every Gen Xer is going, I am not flying on that plane. You are not stacking my shit that way. Okay. I know you don't understand why we're complaining. I know you don't get it. Let me explain it to you, okay? Let me show it to you in simple terms. This is another one. This is one I haven't shown you yet. This is another version, and Gen X Mom, I really want her to see this one. This is one of their prototype designs that they want to put in airplanes.
Oh, man.
This is how they want you to sit now, because they say they can get more people if they stack people in rows high, and if they put them like this. You have to face other people now.
No.
Now, if you know the people, that's fine. What are the sheep people you don't know?
That's like train seats.
It is.
I don't know if I want to fly like that.
Now, let me show you, boys and girls, why we're upset. Let me take you into the past. Let me take you so far back in history, you're going to think I've made it up. This is what we grew up with. I might even make this larger so the whole world can see it. This is what we grew up with airplane seats.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Do you see the room in there? Are you looking? Do you see how wide the seats are?
Yep.
And how many rows? And there's 2 aisles. And there's what? 1, 2, 3.
It was comfortable.
There's 4 flight attendants right there taking care of everybody. And guess what else you notice from this picture?
Look how they're dressed.
Look how they're dressed. Do you see anybody in flip-flops? Are they walking around in their Crocs and their shorts with their balls hanging out? No. When you got on an airplane, it was an event. You dressed up like with your Sunday best. You kids wouldn't have a fucking clue. You just want to go to Vegas and come home half hungover with a T-shirt that's barely covering up your new tattoo you got on the strip when you were drunk out of your mind.
It all comes down to money. They want more seats means more money.
Well, flying was an event.
Yes, it was.
That's the difference between dinner and dining. Just to put it in perspective for those of you that aren't
I'm not flying if they're going to go to that. Nope.
That's what they're
done.
doing.
Well, that's good for them.
All right. One last thing here I want to talk to you about. That's not the one I want to talk to you about, so I don't have the one to talk to you about. If the mods can put it up real quick, I got to plug it once an evening all the way to January. KGXT Radio is on its way. It is a Generation X radio station that is free. It takes money to get it going. It takes money to start it up. There are plaques you can buy, one-time purchase. Your name goes on it. We screw it right to the studio. It forever lives as part of this building that you contributed to getting the radio station going. It'll be with us forever. It does take more money than I've got, but I'm mortgaging stuff to get it there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it even if I have to do it alone. Some of you have already donated. Some of you have bought some plaques. It doesn't matter if it's a cheap one or an expensive one. I'm just letting you know, even if you click on the link, thank you for even considering doing it. Thank you for even considering being part of the radio station. It's going to be something special. They can't turn off the radio station. They can shut us down on YouTube or Facebook. They can shut us down wherever they want. It's theirs. It's not, YouTube isn't ours. It belongs to somebody else. But the radio station is going to belong to all of us, and they can't shut us down. We don't have advertisers. We don't have sponsors. There's nobody coming in offering us money to do anything. God, I hope we get there someday, because right now it's going to take all of my savings to do this. But thanks to these little plaques, you guys have been chipping in some money too. It's making it last longer. It's making it go a lot longer because these bills are going to come in for the copyright money on the music. I'm going to pick every song myself. It's for free. You guys are going to have a good time. All right. So I think we're almost done. Are we almost done there?
I think you showed that Sirius XM thing, and people are asking what that's all about.
God damn it. All right. So it was a thing. It just says Sirius XM messed with their classic rock channel. Boomer listeners aren't happy because Sirius XM is beholden to advertisement. So there's advertisement, and there's people that pay to be part of it. The advertisement always wins, and the people that sponsor with money say you're only going to play these certain songs. We're not going to be like that. We're not beholden to anybody ever. KGXT Radio is a real thing. In fact, I got a picture of it. You guys, can you see that right there in the middle of the frame? You see that KLOS bumper sticker, KGXT? This is going to be the radio station right there. That it's a real thing, and it's really happening. We own the digital rights to it. There's going to be an app on your phone, and you can click on it, and there's one for Android, one for iPhone, and it's going to have two options. Do you want to see the calendar of what's coming up, or do you want to listen? That's it. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're going to have some really cool shit, but it is a financial burden to get there because we don't have anybody just blindly coming out and supporting the program. We have some things in the wings where people have offered to do some stuff, but right now we're relying on my wallet and anything you guys donate. So I appreciate that. All right, so now we're back to all three.
You know what? Can I make an announcement?
You can.
Our third anniversary of Gen X Talks is coming up in January, and we're inviting all of you listeners on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, out to Vegas to help celebrate.
And we've done this. This will be our third time in Vegas doing this.
Yes, will be at the Red Rock Spa and Casino. That's where we will be staying. You do not have to stay there. You can stay anywhere you want in Vegas.
I like how you said that, because I say Red Rock Hotel and Casino. You said spa because you go to the spa when you're there. It's Woonagi for you. I got you. All right. I'm sorry. It's the Red Rock Spa. They also have,
for all you ladies out there, it has the most amazing spa on the planet. I'm just saying, okay? So it's January 27th. It's a Saturday night. That is our special night, our celebration night. We're going to be at the Red Rock Bowling Lanes. We have reserved a room for whoever wants to attend. We will have food. We will have drinks.
Well, you reserved the bowling. You didn't reserve rooms for people.
No. I'm sorry. We reserved. I can't even get the word out. Do you want to give the announcement? It's
a party room. There's bowling and there's couches and seats. There's food. There's drinks. There's two hostesses that help distribute stuff and do things. It's going to be ticket only. We haven't figured out how we want to do that yet, but it's just a couple bucks. But you're getting food and drink anyway.
Yeah, that's going to cover.
We're figuring it out, but we just can't have. We can't. Here's what I don't want to have happen.
You're on screen, babe.
Some people have said they've already bought plane tickets. There's been emails where they've already got room reservations.
Yes.
I don't want them to show up and the room's already full. So I have to have some sort of a ticket thing to make sure that everybody who wants to go can go. So anybody who has emailed us and said, we've already taken time off work, we're making arrangements to drive, we got room reservations, we got plane, you guys are going to get the tickets first. Then we'll put them out for everybody else. They're cheap. They're going to be a few bucks. But the important thing is, if you want to go, you got to get locked in on it, because it's going to be here before you know. It's January 27th.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, You haven't had as much fun as you're going to have until you're drunk off your ass and you see my wife dancing irresistibly to music she can't stop dancing to. And the kid plays bowling he bowls with everybody.
Yeah.
If you got 10 games going, that kid will just walk up and bowl with each person all the way down the line and all the way back up. It's a lot of fun. And we can sit in the corner and have a cigar and have a drink, and we can listen to the music, and people will bring us food, and we can sit around like we're having a campfire but with no fire because we're indoors and the fire marshal says no. But it's a lot of fun. If you were there last year, every year we learn a little bit more about what to do and what not to do, and all the extras go out between our events.
That's what I was going to say.
They go racing. They go out.
Everybody can go do things all weekend long. You don't have to stay at the hotel. Everybody decides, hey, we're going to go to wherever.
The go-kart thing.
The go-kart thing, yeah.
The indoor parachuting thing. And they go as groups. You guys all get together and like, hey, let's go do this.
Weekend.
And then you're back for the event. You go do the next thing. It's a lot of fun. It's a couple of days events, but even if you just want to show up for the one main gig, that's really what we're concerned about.
Yeah.
I want to personally meet every one of you that shows up. I want to shake your hand. I want to get a picture for my own personal gain. I'd like to have that for me, to remember that. And plus, it'd just be nice to hang out with you guys for a few hours with some drinks and some food. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is the third annual one. You guys got to go.
If you have any questions, you can email me at genxmom@genxtalks.com. The tickets for the event probably will not go on sale till December 1st, and the cost of that is very low, very low.
We're figuring that part out.
And it's going to cover food and drinks and bowling shoes and bowling lanes.
Oh, yeah. What else did you throw in there the other night, genius?
Oh, I'm not talking about that yet.
Yeah, because I swear to Christ Almighty, I say, you know what? Why don't anybody who pays the money, why don't you give them a free T-shirt? I gotta buy T-shirts, then I gotta make T-shirts, and that's
not what I said.
They're already getting to their food and their drink and their bowling and their shoes, blah 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 blah. I said, okay, fuck it. Sorry, I brought up the shirt. That was a week ago. Yesterday, she walks up to me and goes, I was thinking about how about a commemorative shirt for the event for anybody who shows up. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Why is it a good idea today?
No, I said KGXT Studio T-shirts. I was going to give the first ones out there.
It still gives a free T-shirt. Oh, my God. You know what? I am so angry right now. I'm going to drink, but hold on. Hold on. No.
Snow Shark. Yes, we do have merchandise. Moderators can put up the link. One more thing I have to say. We, the Gen X family, are going to be in Vegas from Thursday till Monday morning. So if you stay anywhere in the hotel or whatever, we can hang out throughout the weekend. We can have lunch together. We can just sit and chat. You can find time to see any of us, and staff will be there too. Yeah.
Okay, so back to my T-shirt frustration. She's trying to derail the conversation. Let's not lose sight that the T-shirts were a shitty, bad, fucked up idea when it was mine, and 4 days later, it was this act of brilliance when she came up with it. Total horseshit. But Legion of X, Bottom of the Glass Nation, when she behaves that way, when your woman behaves in a manner such as the one my wife has just now behaved in, I'm reminded of some of the greatest words of the most wonderful and brilliant philosopher of the 20th century, Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across a bar one night and said the immortal words, "Chicks, man. Chicks. What are you going to do?" You can use that one for free. You're welcome, America and Denmark. All right, I'm drinking this one as my last one of the night. No training wheels. Listen, I got to go, you guys. I got to get out of here. Everyone's got to go. We got stuff we got to do, and I'm hungry. So,
are you buying? Because I've made enough food today.
Do you know
making a lot of food?
That chili and cornbread you made was the best I think I've ever had.
There's some left over.
It was so
really
good.
Thank you.
You should have told me that was butter on the side.
Oh my
Kid,
God.
she puts the butter on the side.
She did that for me. I knew what it was.
I didn't know it was butter. It looked like some
What do I make with cornbread?
Then why didn't you put it on the cornbread? It looks like melted cauliflower.
I did. By the time I walked out here, it melted into the cornbread.
No, it was on the side of the
my
plate.
goodness.
It looked like an accident, so I didn't eat it.
All right. Everyone, good night. Love you all.
Yeah, good night.
Thank you for being here.
All
See
right,
you
that's
guys.
the crew. Everybody's gone. Their microphones are off. The light is green. The trap is clean. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being part of Gen X Talks. Hey, look, it was an hour and a half. You had to waste 90 minutes. No better place to waste it than with us. I appreciate you guys. So, wherever you're listening in from around the planet, Planet on AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things. Wherever you go, there you are. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. That's right. I said it.